Welcome to our video on natural disasters. A natural disaster is any extreme sudden event in nature that can cause great damage or loss of life. Examples include earthquakes, floods, tsunamis, hurricanes, and tornadoes. These events can result from changes inside the earth, extreme weather conditions, or heavy rainfall. Let's explore some of these natural disasters in detail. The surface of the earth, called the crust, is not a single solid piece. Instead, it's made up of many pieces known as tectonic plates. These plates move constantly, though very slowly. An earthquake happens when a tectonic plate drags, bumps, or scrapes along another plate. Interestingly, earthquakes happen all the time, but we usually don't feel them because they're too small or too deep below the surface. However, powerful earthquakes can be felt thousands of kilometers away and may cause tsunamis, landslides, floods, and other destructive events. As tectonic plates move apart, their edges can get stuck while the rest keeps moving. When the plates eventually release, waves are formed, similar to ripples in a pond. These are called seismic waves, and they make the ground shake. The spot inside the earth where the earthquake begins is called the hypocenter, or focus. The point directly above the hypocenter on the Earth's surface is known as the epicenter. After the main earthquake, a tremor or series of tremors known as aftershocks can occur. An instrument called a seismograph records earthquake details, producing a seismogram. The strength of an earthquake is called its magnitude and is measured using the Richter scale, which ranges from 1 to 8. As the magnitude increases, so does the potential for destruction. For example, an earthquake with a magnitude of 4 is less destructive than one with a magnitude of 7. The Richter scale classifies earthquakes as follows. Magnitudes 1 to 2.9 are micro, 3 to 3.9 minor, 4 to 4.9 light, 5 to 5.9 moderate, 6 to 6.9 strong, 7 to 7.9 major, and 8 and above are considered great earthquakes. A moderate earthquake can cause things like breaking window panes, rattling utensils, and creaking doors. High-magnitude earthquakes, however, can cause buildings to collapse, cracks in the ground, and loss of life. Although earthquakes can't be predicted, we can reduce their after effects by making buildings earthquake-proof, improving safety systems and evacuation plans, and conducting safety drills in various places. Deep inside the earth, it's so hot that rocks melt to form magma. This magma collects in chambers beneath the crust. When pressure builds up, the magma is pushed out through vents or fissures, creating a volcano. The eruption of hot molten lava is called a volcanic eruption, and the magma that reaches the surface is called lava. During an eruption, finely powdered rocks, ash, cinders, and pumice also come out of the volcano. The flowing lava burns nearly everything in its path, and some volcanoes release poisonous gases that can cause serious health problems. Volcanoes are generally classified into 3 types: active or live, dormant or sleeping, and extinct. Active volcanoes have a history of regular eruptions and may erupt any time, such as Mount Fuji in Japan and many in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Dormant volcanoes haven't erupted for a long time, but may erupt in the future, like Mauna Kea in the USA and Narcondam in the Andaman Islands. Extinct volcanoes, such as Mount Popa in Myanmar, have almost no chance of erupting again. Active volcanoes have a history of regular eruptions and may erupt at any time. Examples include Mount Fuji in Japan and many found in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Dormant or sleeping volcanoes haven't erupted for a long time, but might erupt in the near future. Examples are Mauna Kea in the USA and Narcondam in the Andaman Islands. Extinct volcanoes have almost no chance of erupting in the future. An example of this is Mount Popa in Myanmar. Earthquakes can also happen under the ocean, forming giant waves called tsunamis, or tidal waves. These waves can travel hundreds of kilometers and reach heights of up to 30 meters, causing widespread destruction. Underwater landslides and volcanic eruptions can also cause tsunamis. Very strong storms with fast-spinning winds create hurricanes, typhoons, or cyclones. These winds can uproot trees, overturn vehicles, and destroy buildings. Today, modern satellites help us predict such storms. Strong storms are given different names in different places. For example, they're called cyclones over the Bay of Bengal and the northern Indian Ocean, typhoons in Japan, and hurricanes in the southern USA. Floods occur when rivers overflow their banks due to heavy rainfall in a short period. This leads to destruction of crops, homes, livestock, and can even cause loss of human life. Droughts are long periods of hot, dry weather with little or no rainfall. This causes water sources like wells, lakes, and streams to dry up, leading to water shortages, crop failures, and sometimes famines. India faced three major droughts in the 20th century, 1904-05, 1965-66, and 1986-87. The year 1987 is known as the drought of the century. The word volcano comes from the Roman god Vulcan. The large hole at the top of a volcanic mountain is called a crater. Remember, strong storms have different names in different regions: cyclone, typhoon, or hurricane. Let's review some keywords. Earthquake, sudden and strong shaking of the Earth's surface. Seismic waves, waves caused by an earthquake. Epicenter, the point inside the Earth where an earthquake starts. Epicenter, the region directly above the source of an earthquake. Seismograph, an instrument used to measure and record earthquakes. Lava, the hot, molten magma that comes out of a volcano. Tsunami, a series of huge waves formed in the sea due to underwater earthquakes. Famines, severe food shortages that result in widespread hunger and death. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more such videos.